Hi, welcome to today's Crosstalk at New Horizon Christian Fellowship. This week we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. I'm not going to have any special guests or anything. I just want to speak to you. You're going to be my special guest this week. I would like for you to weigh in on some of the topics that I speak about today and throughout the rest of the week. What I want to talk to you today about is what we're going to be discussing over the next month at New Horizon Christian Fellowship, and that's about stewardship. And what I'm laying out for our church body is a stewardship challenge. We're challenging one another to be 100% on fire for God for this year, for 2013. So this stewardship challenge, I'm also extending to you as well. Are you willing to give to God your time, your talent, and your treasure? So today's first question will be this: what does God require of believers? What does God require of you as a believer? If you are a believer, what does God require? If you're looking into becoming a believer in Christ, what do you think God requires of the believer? And with that question, I want to ask, how much time does God expect of you to devote to things of ministry, to reading the Word, reading the Bible, to prayer? How often should you fast? Worshiping, listening to Christian music, or watching Christian television? How much of your time does God require? And before asking how much time does God require, going back to the initial question, how much does God require of you? What does God require for you to be a believer in Christ Jesus? Does he require for you to stop smoking, stop drinking, stop going to the club, stop having premarital sex, stop being angry and bitter, vengeful, stop gossiping? Are those the things that God requires? So in other words, if you stop all of those things, then now I'm a Christian. Now I can come to church. Or is there something less that God requires? All of those things are covered under grace, or covered under the blood, and God understands that I'm weak and that I sometimes fail, and that's not an issue. Or is it something more than all of that? Does God require more than all the do's and the don'ts? What does God require? What does the Bible say that God requires?